Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've ever found yourself scratching your head wondering how to perfectly center elements like text or images in Webflow, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to break it down for you step by step. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to get that clean, professional look in your projects, whether you're lining up a headline, a logo, or an entire section. Let's jump right in and make sure those design elements don't drift out of place. First off, let's talk about centering text in Webflow. This is actually a lot more straightforward than you might think, but there's a good reason for each part of the process. Click on the text element you want to center. Now, over in the layout controls, make sure the display setting is set to block. Why? Well, when an element is set to block, it gets treated as a separate section, taking up the full width of its parent container. Think of it like laying a plank across the width of a river rather than balancing on a stone. This gives Webflow the ability to align or center its contents properly. Next, scroll down to the typography settings. You'll see an option to align text. Just click on the icon for center alignment. Your text should snap right to the middle of the container. If it doesn't look quite right, don't worry. Sometimes extra padding or margins elsewhere might be affecting things, so give your text a nudge by double-checking those too. Now let's move on to images, since these behave a bit differently than text. Select the image you want to center. Once again, head over to the layout section and set the display to block. This step is essential because images are inline elements by default, which means they kind of behave like words in a sentence and don't always cooperate with centering commands. Making them block means they'll play by the same rules as other big sections. After that, make sure your image actually has a width assigned. If the image is just floating with no defined size, Webflow won't know what to center. You can set this to anything that fits your design, maybe 200 pixels or 50%, just make sure it's there. Now go to the spacing section and there you'll find a handy little icon that looks like two arrows pointing inward. That's the center element horizontally button. Click it, and you'll see your image snap right into the middle. Give the page a quick preview to check your work. If it looks off, double-check the width or the margin, and don't worry if it takes a moment to fine-tune it. What about when you want to center both text and images, or maybe a collection of things together, like a small card component? This is where containers and Flexbox come in handy. Select the container or section that holds the elements you want to center. In the Layout panel, change the display setting to Flex. By default, Flexbox lines things up horizontally, but if you want things stacked top to bottom and centered, switch the flex direction to vertical. Now the magic happens. You'll see options for Align and Justify. Click on Center for each, and Webflow will align your elements perfectly both across and down the page. Don't worry if you don't see it happen immediately. Sometimes a quick refresh or unchecking a stray margin will do the trick. Flexbox is super powerful, especially for building responsive layouts, and getting comfortable with these controls will save you loads of time in the future. So that's the lowdown on centering things in Webflow. Whether it's a headline, an image, or a group of elements, you now know how to line everything up just the way you want. If this tutorial helped you out, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment if you have any questions, or if there's another Webflow trick you want to learn next. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more step-by-step guides. Thanks for watching and happy designing.